Cross bar! Quick to left field, it's down for a base hit.
Hunterdon Central is going to win the state finals here tonight.
Mark it on the board. Touchdown, Red Devils. On the deflection. On the deflection. Hunterdon Central.
There's Jaden, he's right there. So like right here. Yeah.
Right now, sir?
What?
Are we going?
He said once they start running out, I guess.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tom Rovato here alongside Jake Salazar, getting ready for this much anticipated match between Hunterdon Central Red Devils and the Phillipsburg State Liners. Phillipsburg coming into this match 2-0. Central is 2-2. Jake, what are you looking forward to in this match tonight?
We're really looking forward to a win here from the team because Phillipsburg is one of those more anticipated matches against the school. We always want to come out winning, and we want to wrestle tough.
Who are some impact wrestlers to look forward to tonight on Central?
We really want to see our heavyweights win a couple matches because a lot of them are newer guys who play football, and we really want to see what they got tonight.
Head coach for the Red Devils, John Rob, and for the State Liners is head coach by David Post.
So do we just start talking?
Not yet. Can I see the Phillipsburg thing real quick?
Oh, I don't know. We don't have one for Phillipsburg.
Oh, so as we start the first match, for Central we got Jack Ritchie.
Jack Ritchie is one of our senior wrestlers, wrestling 160. He seemed to be thrown, and now he's fighting to get back on his base. And he got on top. Here we go. All he has to get. To win a match, you have to put the opposing wrestler, on their back, or you have to win by points. And Jack almost pinned the kid, putting him on his back. And here Jack is trying to fight out of those inside legs. Here we have Jack. He built up to his base, and the Phillipsburg wrestler is looking for a tilt. Now he's cranking the power half, trying to put Jack on his back. But Jack's not going to let that happen. The ref called out of bounds, and now they're going to restart in the middle. And Coach Canigallo chose bottom for Jack, and that's where he'll start.
What are the advantages of starting on bottom?
Well, if you were to get to an escape, which is where you're back on your feet in neutral position, like how we started the match originally, you would get a 1 point. And Jack almost got up, but he got mat returned. And mat return once again. That is time. The wrestlers will restart. Coach Canigallo will either choose bottom or top, or neutral. And they've chosen neutral. Here the Phillipsburg wrestler has gone in for a double, and Jack has defended well. The Phillipsburg wrestler executed and finished on top. The best thing Jack could do from this position is try to build his base and get back up on his feet. But as the match goes on, you get tired, and so does your body and your legs, so it becomes a little bit harder.
Right now, Richie's down 10-2 with a minute left in the second period. Trying to mount a comeback here.
Coach Canigallo has chosen bottom for Jack once again. And Jack has thrown out of bounds.
.15 seconds to go in the second period. So what'd you see out of that second period that Jack can definitely work on?
Well, Jack was definitely, Jack has now had a leg to a single, put him on his knees. That is 2 points for Jack. The best thing Jack could do from this position is try to put him on his back, pin him, crank a half, or get him flat.
Being down 10-4 right now, is a comeback realistic, or does he have to rely on pinning him with 1:30 to go in the third period?
I wouldn't say it's unrealistic, but it would definitely be a challenge for Jack. Also considering the fact that they're both extremely tired. The best thing Jack could do is look for a pin here, considering the amount of time left and how much down he is. appears Jack is looking for a pin, but he's gonna. Here I have with me my associate, Jaden Zaccagnino. Right here, yeah, Jack's in a tough position right here. The score is now 15-4. I don't think winning by points is very realistic in this situation. I feel like the best thing for Jack right now, once again, is to look for a pin. Put the kid on his back. Keep in mind, both wrestlers are extremely tired with 15 seconds left in the third period. The best thing Jack could do right now is not get pinned. Jack put up a tough fight, and yeah, we have now at 170 Chase Nahila. Chase is another senior wrestler, 2-year varsity. Chase most definitely has a length advantage here, you know, taller. Chase is a tough wrestler, very technical, very strong. Always a great guy to see wrestle.
Chase just feeling him out at the moment. He was a defensive wrestler. Think we can hear me from over here? How many people does this go to?
This goes on YouTube, I think.
It's YouTube? But they also broadcast it?
I don't know.
I guess I'm not supposed to talk.
Here they have been scrambling, both on their knees. No points yet given to either wrestlers.
So it looks like we got a pair of defensive wrestlers. Happens all the time.
On the contrary, I believe the Phillipsburg wrestler is more of an offensive guy, seeing that he takes more shots. But Chase has definitely defended them very well. He's been granted 2 points for getting on the Phillipsburg wrestler's back. He's now looking for a wrist. You can do a number of combinations from here.
He's strong in his ball, he's strong defensive. That's the common wrestling style you see among tall, strong, skinny wrestlers like Chase. You know, they let the other guy take the shot and they just work with what they give him. So Chase can stay on strong. Maybe get a broomstick.
Chase is looking for he got the cradle. They are back to neutral position. Chase is up by 1 point.
So first period comes to an end. Chase Hill with a dominant first period. What'd you like out of that one?
We definitely like seeing Chase wrestle defensively, working off those shots, getting on his back. Great wrestling on Chase's part. The Phillipsburg wrestler seems to be taking sloppy shots, not really setting him up well, tiring himself out way too early into the match.
Only have one of you talk at once. Like,
Roger.
You could just like switch off, like each match or something.
Noted.
As you can see from Chase's defensive style, he's not necessarily too tired compared to the Phillipsburg wrestler. He's taking deep breaths. Chase is calm and collected. Can't wait to see what the second period is bringing us. Once again, up by 1 point. The Phillipsburg wrestler chose bottom, and Chase is now going to have to take more of an offensive position. He's now running the half. The Phillipsburg wrestler is moving very quickly, but that necessarily isn't a good thing because in the long run, it'll leave him tired. He's been granted 2 more points, putting him in the lead 3-2. Chase has now chosen bottom. Hopefully he gets straight up and use that length to his advantage. Chase is up on his feet, but no points granted. Chase is back on bottom. What he should look for here is straight up and out.
Let's go, Chase!
Chase almost got out with that, but the Phillipsburg wrestler hooked the leg and put him back on bottom.
Chase!
No points have been granted. And this is a 50-50 position, but now he's back on top for the Phillipsburg wrestler. The Phillipsburg wrestler is looking to put 2 boots in. Not necessarily a popular move for shorter guys. According to the ref, the Phillipsburg wrestler has been granted points, but it's very unclear why he would do so. Chase right now should look to work to his base, back up, get his hands in front of him, and the time has ran out.
So the second period comes to an end. Chase Nahila now down 3-2. Very different period than the first, as Phillipsburg wrestler was more dominant in that one. What should Chase look to do to close out this match and take the win?
Chase right now, it could be either a pin or a win by points. If he were to win by points, he would have to get more shots in, get on top of the Phillipsburg wrestler. Either or, it's too early to tell.
Do it, Chase!
Phillipsburg trying to get an under. His hand under Chase's armpit. Chase, being the defensive wrestler he is, he won't let him get that easy. Chase right here, getting a double, getting on top, putting him on the bottom. Right here, Chase should look for a shot. Chase should be looking for a pin right here.
Suck it up!
The crowd getting rowdy, wanting to see Chase. Phillipsburg wrestler back on top. The score is now 6-5, Chase beating him. If he could get these 44 seconds without being put on his back or letting the Phillipsburg wrestler gain any points, he can win. Now 7-5. Chase received those 3 points from a variety of escapes and turnarounds. Chasing on another shot. He should use that length to his advantage. Get his head up and keep running it. The ref has called out of bounds. Chase. Chase is in a good position right now. 7-5 with the lead. 15 seconds left. This would be a great win for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils.
They want to be able to finish this out. You got 5 seconds.
Chase with the win for Hunterdon Central. Winning by points, 7-5. Obviously, the first win for the Hunterdon Central will be an exciting one, especially against Phillipsburg. Now we have at 182.
Let's go, Norm!
We have Norman Cella. Norman is a junior, 2-year varsity. Started his first tournament as a freshman on JV, but coach easily saw his potential and put him on varsity. Again with the length advantage, taller. And yeah, can't wait to see what this match has to bring us. Right now they're just hand fighting. One of them trying to assert dominance. Norm trying to grab a wrist. Phillipsburg wrestler went in for a fake shot. Norman looking for a sweep single. Phillipsburg wrestler defended it.
One minute has passed in this first period. Even match so far.
Points have yet to be awarded to either wrestlers. None of them have worked anything. Norman looking to get on the Phillipsburg wrestler's back. He is not successful, but he most definitely will get something at some point. Norman is a really technical wrestler. As you see there, he kept his hips low and didn't get thrown around. Short time here, 10 seconds left in the match. In the first period. No points have yet to be awarded.
First period comes to a close. Score is still tied up at 0. Norman's going to start on bottom here to start out this second period.
Norman being taller, he definitely has the advantage being able to get out quicker, but the Phillipsburg wrestler seems to be holding his ground. Probably a tough guy. Probably very strong. Let him out easy. 1 point will be granted to Norman for the escape. Norman looking for a sweep single once again. Still in a neutral position. What Norman would look to do from here is get on his back. Phillipsburg wrestler now on top, but yet again still neutral. Here the Phillipsburg wrestler has a shot, probably looking to drop Norman. Norman locking in. 2 points have been granted to the Phillipsburg wrestler for the takedown. What Norman should look to do is get back up and escape, and that is what he is doing right now.
Let's go, Norm!
Phillipsburg wrestler has a leg, but Norman got it away.
Cello ties it up at 2.
Let's go, Norm!
Norman in on a shot, still in a neutral position. Norm should look to finish that. Phillipsburg wrestler looking for a throw of some sort, but Norman has kept his ground, hips low, and stayed on top.
Second period comes to a close. Points are put on the board. It's 2-2.
Phillipsburg wrestler has chosen bottom. Norman on top. Norman usually looks to put 2 boots in, which means putting both his legs into the other wrestler's leg, as you can see right now. Phillipsburg wrestler seems to have a very strong base, not letting that happen. Back to neutral position. 1 point granted to the Phillipsburg wrestler for the escape. Now him in the lead, Norman with 2 points, and the Phillipsburg wrestler with 3. Both these guys, tough wrestlers, but hopefully we want to see Norman on top. He went in for a shot, but did not finish it. Wrestling is all about wrestling well when you're tired, being able to execute when you're not exactly at 100%, and you can see that displayed by Norm. .47 seconds left in the third period. Norman should look for a takedown of some sort to gain that 1 point. 30 seconds left on the clock. Norm has tied it up at 3-3. This match might go into overtime. It's looking like it. Here the Phillipsburg wrestler in on a leg, but Norm will not let him get it. That's 2 points. That's 2 points for Norm. But the ref did not call it. We seem to have some bias here. To be fair, to gain this 2 points, you have to be completely on their back, and Norman was, I would say, halfway on his back. Looks like the match is going into overtime. When the match starts at overtime, the first person to get a takedown wins it, or the first person to score points. So it's really just a battle royale at this point. Last man standing, I guess. Right here, Norman back, getting those 2 points, looking for the pin, wins regardless. Another win by points, 5-3 by Norman Cella.
I'll
your
switch.
new color commentator,
I'll switch here.
Gene
One second,
Zaccanino.
You want to switch seats with him?
And what? So what a fantastic finish. Red Devils now takes the lead by 2 points. So Norman really entertaining the crowd with that one. Here we got junior Angus.
And for your Red Devils, Angus Rusher.
Angus showed a lot of promise in the beginning of the season. He's just overall a big guy. So Phillipsburg scores what appears to be a takedown. But Angus is nowhere close to tired.
What would you say are some of Angus's best attributes on the mat?
Well, Angus is a very good defensive wrestler. So he has the build for it, wide shoulders, and his sprawl. He's got strong legs. He's got frog legs. So he can really take what opponents throw at him. So this match is really the battle of two local powerhouses, which are known statewide to be some of the best wrestlers in the area. So matches between Hunterdon Central and Phillipsburg always bring crowds.
Rusher is going to go back on bottom.
In an attempt to get an escape point, which would bring it to 2-1. It appears Phillipsburg's got some good, consistent downward pressure, which is really the name of the game when riding on top, which is making it difficult for Angus, who is a pretty strong guy, for him to stand out.
20 seconds to go in the first period.
Appears Angus has got plenty of gas left in the tank. He just can't. Oh, he's getting stacked up. Looks like he can score him out of it, though. Yeah. Close one. Phillipsburg will score 2 points. 3 points, 3 back points. Making it 5-0 Phillipsburg. But Angus still has 2 periods left.
What should we look for here from Angus to crawl out of this 5-0 hole?
From a neutral position, Angus really has to maintain a consistent stance, one where he can't let the other guy score any more points. This is Angus's time to take a takedown, score a couple points, kind of keep the enemy on his toes a little bit. Angus needs to keep up with it. See here, Angus needs to circle up, but Phillipsburg's got a really nice wizard. But Angus is working his legs. He's funking his legs. Funking meaning when you grab the ankles. And Angus might pull something off here. He's good on a strong base. He's frog-legging out. So Angus is still putting up quite the fight.
2 more points for Phillipsburg, now 7-0.
Obviously, the clock's ticking. Angus seems to not have a whole lot of gas left in the tank. But he's still got 3 minutes left. Just don't forget, he can end it all with a pin. Which it looks like Phillipsburg scored a half, or landed a half on Angus, but Angus is scoring out. That's a great way to get out of that, and that's a pin. Angus put up a fight, but this kid is probably a senior. Phillipsburg's been around the block.
So Rusher takes the pin. Phillipsburg now up 10-6 overall in the match.
Yeah, so as you can see, a pin is devastating. Phillipsburg gets 5 points for a pin. Here's Donahue. But yeah, like I said, Phillipsburg gets 5 points for a pin. So do we. So Our other guys didn't give up pins, but the first pin really does some damage to the score.
Now wrestling 220, Brandon Donahue, three-sport athlete here at Central. He's a senior.
Yeah.
Definitely a powerhouse.
I was just going to say, Donnie's a powerhouse. He means business. As you can see, he's pretty quick. He's aggressive. He's got the drive. He's got strong legs, strong base, strong stance. So right now, this is the part of the match you feel the other guy out, try to feel out his weaknesses. That's basically just hand fighting for a bit. So Donahue seems to have plenty of control over the situation. You can really tell how the match is going just by hand fighting, by who seems to be leading it. And right now, yeah. So 40 seconds left in the first period. It's not uncommon between two such powerful teams to have such elongated first periods. Obviously, the other guy, Phillipsburg, seems to be of the same capacity.
And a resume in neutral position. 30 seconds to go in the first period. Still scoreless.
Yeah, like I said, what seems to be two strong, capable guys. You know, this is usually how it goes for the first period.
First period comes to a close. Donahue and Phillipsburg are tied at 0.
Donnie is likely to try something this period. At least score an escape point, which would put some points on the board. So, like I said, strong legs. He's out of it, but the other guy scores a takedown. Maybe not. We'll see how that. So the escape point goes to Donahue. Interesting. He was able to escape, but he collapsed on the ground. Donnie's going to try to work something eventually, but like a lot of our guys, he's a defensive wrestler.
Phillipsburg ties it up at 1. With 1:10 to go in the second period.
A minute and 8 left in the second period. So these are really proving to be some entertaining matches. Donnie might be able to score here. He seems to be strong on his base, but they're still locking up in the arms, which makes it hard to score, and it's more of it's like two bulls fighting.
Another point goes to Phillipsburg.
Not sure what that was for. Stalling, maybe. Not sure what that point was for.
Wrestlers drift out of bounds. 33 to go in the second period.
Donnie's really up at bat here, and we're down 4 points overall. He's really got to try to score at least a takedown. That would bring it up to 3-2. But he seems to be stuck with locking in the arms. There we go. Phillipsburg had a strong ball, but Donahue's up. He can suck the leg. No. Phillipsburg scores 2. And that'll end the second period.
So Phillipsburg throws in 2 points at the end. And now as the third period is about to begin, Donahue's going to begin on top. Phillipsburg on the bottom.
Donahue's strong on top. Hopefully he'll be able to keep it under control.
Brandon's down 4-1.
Brandon gives him the escape point.
5-1 now.
Looks like he's really running out of gas in the third period. We got a minute 45, so he has time. But this is really the time to push it. Push your body to limits. Phillipsburg manages to score another 2. Lets Donahue up.
Donahue gets a second point. Now he's down 7-2. Trying to make something happen here with a minute 30 left in the third period.
Plenty of time if you manage to muster up the energy. Maybe go for a last explosion, score a takedown. Donahue seems to be outsized by this kid. And sometimes when you have equally strong guys, it's the height that makes a difference. Donahue scores something, not scores anything, but he grabs a leg. My bad.
2 more points for Phillipsburg. Now 9-2.
So Donahue's really run out of time.
Now 9-3.
45 seconds
as
left.
Donahue gets up out of that one.
This is really the time to work something. There's no time to waste here. Wow.
2 more to Phillipsburg.
Phillipsburg is getting takedown after takedown, and Donahue seems to not be putting up much of a fight.
Donahue gets a 4th point there. 25 seconds to go.
It's only so hard you can try. 25 seconds to go. He's down 7 points.
Gotta look for a pin
Anything
here.
can happen in 15 seconds, but so Phillipsburg crowd seems to be cheering. They're basically another 2 points just to end the match. It's a real bummer.
Here for heavyweight, we have Jake Tooley here, another football player for Central, asked to come on and fill the role as a heavyweight. His first year wrestler, so can't wait to see what he's got.
So here's a heavyweight match. Tully looking to bounce back for Central after Donahue and Rooster take back-to-back losses.
The heavyweight weight class is kind of a variety of people. They don't necessarily have to weigh 285. It could be from anywhere from above 220 to 285. As you can see, one of our 3 heavyweights, Isaiah Robinson, weighed in at 257. Jake, though, he weighed in at 285, making it a fair match, maybe having the weight advantage. Phillipsburg wrestler looking for a throw of some sort. Jake putting up a good fight, though.
Going to start back in neutral position with 1:10 to go. Still scoreless.
This right here is what we call a JV special, a headlock from a standing position, also known as a hip toss, variety of names.
.28 seconds to go. Still scoreless as the wrestlers drift out of bounds. They're going to start back in neutral position once again.
As you can see, Tooley is getting tired, not really staying in a good stance. But as you can tell, also the Phillipsburg wrestler seems to be tiring out. As these weights get heavier, getting tired comes quicker.
Short time, 5 seconds to go in the first period. And it's going to come to a close. Tied up at 0. Tully's going to start on top. Scratch that. They're going to actually start neutral position. Score is now 1-0 Phillipsburg.
The Phillipsburg wrestler here looking for a single leg. The Phillipsburg wrestler here got a shot, but no points have been awarded. He's only received 1 for an escape.
Close one there. Totally just got out of bounds. A minute to go in the second period. Phillipsburg still up 1-0.
Phillipsburg wrestler got high on Jake, but Jake managed to get a headlock, but he let go of it, putting the Phillipsburg wrestler back on top, and he's been awarded 2 points. Jake choosing top. Best thing he can do is get an escape.
Another point awarded to Phillipsburg. Now 4-0 with 20 seconds to go in the second period.
The Phillipsburg wrestler getting a half on Jake. He let it go, then tried a power half. Wasn't able to get it. Now he's trying to get a wrist once again. When he has that wrist on the wrestler's back, it's easy to crank a half, but I guess time ran out and he wasn't able to.
Third period getting set to begin. Tully's still down 4-0.
As you can see with these heavier guys, being tired is very common. They're standing straight up, almost no stance at all. Tilly looking for a JV special once again.
2 more points go to Phillipsburg.
Not successful though. The match is 6-0 with the Phillipsburg wrestler winning.
Both guys are starting to get tired. Minute 6 left to go. Tilly trying to mount a comeback.
with time expiring in the third period, the best thing Jake can look for is to not get put on his back and not get pinned. Because with doing so, if he does not get pinned, the Phillipsburg wrestling team will receive less points than if he were to get pinned. Not looking good for Jake right here. And the pin has been called. Phillipsburg with the win. The score is up 20-6, Phillipsburg. Hopefully we see a change with the lighter weights. Starting at 106. Sorry, at 106 we have Henry Wilkinson.
Now we got the lightweights for Central. Central coming off 3 straight losses.
The Phillipsburg wrestler obviously has a length advantage, but Henry is a really scrappy, very technical wrestler. Fending off a shot right here. Phillipsburg wrestler looking for a mat return. Not successful though. Henry getting the sit out. Henry's a tough guy, been wrestling all his life. Forgot to mention he's a freshman.
The youth starting to show here for Central. Obviously a big hole to fill for Wilkinson as Brett Unger left. He usually held down the 106 weight class, but he no longer goes to Central.
Yeah, Brett's up in Notre Dame. He always put on a show for the crowd. Never let down. Got first place in states. But hopefully Henry is able to fill those shoes.
Point awarded to Wilkinson. Now down 2-1. Gonna try to escape here.
Phillipsburg wrestler looking
Comes
for a
close,
mat return,
but falls just short. 15 seconds to go in the first period.
Once again, best thing Henry could do is get up onto his feet, possibly sit out. With these lighter weights, more flashier moves are accessible because they have less weight to carry around. More quick, more scrappy wrestling rather than the 285s or the 220s.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely more fast-paced, more agile, I guess you could say.
Phillipsburg wrestler looking for a single on Henry, but Henry will not let him get it. Henry with the reshot, not successful. They're both put in a tough position here. Henry looking to get his leg out. Hopefully he is successful. Phillipsburg wrestler is back on top.
2 points awarded to Phillipsburg. 4-1. 45 seconds to go in the second period. Wilkinson's trying to fight. Central needs to win this match.
Henry with the sit out. All he has to do is get on his feet and break that grip. He's looking to post on the wrestler's legs, but he is unsuccessful. Once again, the length of the Phillipsburg wrestler is usually an advantage. Phillipsburg wrestler up by 3 points. Score is 4-1. Although Henry is a little guy, he has a lot of fight in him. He's strong mentally, he's strong physically.
The second period comes to a close. Henry Wilkinson down 4-1. What does he got to do to make a comeback here and get this win for Central?
He could do a variety of things. He could look in for some shots, for some throws. He can be more safe about it, what he's doing right now. He could fend off shots and get on his back. Right here, Henry in with the shot. Hopefully he finishes it. And Henry, once again with these lighter weights, is always a scramble. It's less of a 50-50 chance like in the heavier weights.
.1:15 to go in the third. Ref blows the whistle.
Henry looking to get on the Phillipsburg wrestler's back.
Wilkinson has 45 seconds. Make a comeback here. Down 4-1 still.
Henry looking to post on the ankles. Get a turnaround. You'd want to peel that hand off. In a weird position at the moment. But those weird positions always happen with the lighter weights. I always wonder if people like Jake Tooley, a 285, and Henry, a 106, talk about the extremes of the human body. Here, Henry on a shot. Phillipsburg wrestler defends it. 6 seconds left remaining in the third period.
Crunch time here for Wilkinson. Looking for a miracle.
Here Wilkinson in on a shot. At this point, all we can do is throw Hail Mary type plays in for wrestlers.
Looked like he had a shot there at the end, just unable to capitalize. Wilkinson takes the defeat. Now Phillipsburg leads 23-6.
It's always better to lose by points rather than a pin. Putting up a good fight.
All right, Chris still up. He's a sophomore on varsity. He showed some promise this season.
113 weight class here.
Yep.
Phillipsburg jumps out to a quick 2-0 lead.
Yeah, this is where things start to get technical when you have these kids that are so light. not Dill, but you'll see coming up, some of these guys have been wrestling since they came out of the womb, and their technique is just top notch.
Yeah, for sure. After watching Wilkinson on that last match, definitely a completely different game than the heavyweight, the 220s, the 285s.
We're just getting started because the first two, so this guy in the last lightweight, he's nothing compared to kids like Tanner Peak and other lighter kids, Portnoy, that are just dominating. And they, like I said, they've been wrestling for a very long time. They've perfected their craft. Yeah. Looks like the Phillipsburg kid's trying to work. It's hard to tell. He's got a leg in. He's got some strange half. Phillipsburg is working some odd stuff, but Dill can't seem to score him out of. Here we go.
15 seconds remaining in the first period. And now before 3 more points reward to Phillipsburg.
Wow. Oh, who's getting stacked there? You can barely tell. All right. So here's an opportunity to start a little bit fresh.
7-0
from a
at the
top
beginning.
bottom position.
At the beginning of the second period.
Yeah. So Dill has time to work something. There we go. So Dill's being a little submissive, but he manages just to avoid getting pinned. Right now he's got to avoid being flattened and get to his base. All right. Looks like he scores he lands a cradle, but wow.
Dill gets pinned.
Dill got pinned. I'm hoping for a bit of a turnaround as we get some of our more skilled guys come on the mat, because it'd be fair to say we have not had our most skilled guys. You're looking at kids between 113 to like Portnoy. Portnoy, he's like I said, very skilled.
Aiden Portnoy getting set to start things off.
Here
the
we
120
go.
match.
Yeah, 120. Portnoy is going to feel this guy out for a bit. You can already tell that he's going to have control over a lot of the situation just by.
So as you were saying previously in the last match, Portnoy is one of the more skilled guys on the team.
Yeah. So he's.
What's so special about him?
Like I said, he's one of those guys. He was a walk-on varsity basically. Right? What grade is Portnoy? Yeah, Portnoy's a sophomore. Well, Dill was a sophomore, but this guy's. Dill had to work for it. Nothing yet.
The youth of this central team is starting to show.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a freshman in Wilkinson, and now back-to-back sophomores.
It started with Hunter Graff, who was a varsity in his freshman year, all the way through senior year, and Brett Unger followed up after that. Brett now transferred to Notre Dame. But they're in this area, Northeast, you get a lot of kids that are just, wrestling is their lifestyle, you know. Portnoy looking to score something eventually. Hopefully he'll get it. Firm with the elbow. Yeah, the kid seems to be, Peabury seems to be loose in his stance. Portnoy's got to work something, but it's only first period.
.25 seconds to go in the first period.
No points yet.
Match still scoreless.
Nothing threatening at the moment. If he could score a pin, it would bring it to 11-29.
Guys still getting a feel for each other.
Yeah. And just gonna let this run out. Maybe score a quick 2. Like I said, that was just beautiful technique, textbook. That was a textbook shot right there.
So Portnoy gets a really late 2 points there. He's in the lead 2-0. Gonna start on bottom here.
With an escape, bring it up to 3-0. Chances are likely that he'll get out. But other guys got attempting to mat return him, but like I said, 3-0. 3-0. Likely Portnoy's probably going to work the same thing he ended the last period with, and then hopefully end it with a pin. Look at that. Brushed him off like a fly. Portnoy's got plenty of time. You could see how skilled he is, what ease he landed that shot. He just waits for the perfect opportunity, the perfect setup for him to score, and he takes it. You can see how tired the other guy is, how tall he is. The taller you are with your stance, the more tired. So he works a fireman's, runs around. Great move. No points. This is what I'm talking about, how it's just so technical at these weights. You can just move someone around like they're nothing. It gets clunkier as people get heavier. .50 seconds in the second period. Portnoy is likely to work something before the period ends. Another high C. Great. But doesn't manage to stay in the circle. No score. I don't know. Looks like a injury time of some sort. Injury time for Phillipsburg.
Phillipsburg wrestlers a little shaken up.
Yeah.
But right now Portnoy leads 3-0.
Likely he got the air knocked out of him. And this medical dude's gonna try to fix that up. You can tell he's medical by his gloves.
When the match resumes, definitely going to be an advantage for Portnoy. He gets a minute 30 break. While Phillipsburg wrestler is going to obviously be at a disadvantage now.
Yeah, obviously the Phillipsburg is wiped, and he's sure not to have much juice in his battery in this period. And Portnoy's probably work another one of his favorite high C's. Finish him off. Try the shot to go. 15 to go. Still plenty of time to pin the kid. Like I said, a pin would be critical. We need a couple of pins to even the scores. Second period comes to a close. Portnoy still up 3-0. Portnoy could run out the clock, win by points, but he wouldn't get the whole 5 points he gets with a pin. So if he just doesn't let him escape and work something real quick.
Especially being down 29-6, you want all the points you can get.
Yeah, Portnoy gave him the escape point. He has to work something, but he's got time. There you go. Look at that. If only that was inside the circle. Portnoy's going to crank it up a few notches eventually and just take this home. You can see Phillipsburg puts up quite, relative to other schools, Phillipsburg gets tired a little bit later. They last a little bit longer. Put up a little bit more of a fight. Nothing yet.
Minute 15 left in the match.
Portnoy's got to use that fake out. He manages to get the Phillipsburg kid on his hands and knees just with a feint. Hopefully he'll end it before the 30-second mark. Phillipsburg kid is not really doing much. Oh. 40 seconds on the clock.
41 to go.
The other coach seems to be trafficking some kind of airline. Motioning some kind of airport maneuver. All right, Aiden needs to score. He's got 25 seconds. He just needs to stay in the circle. He's got 20 seconds on the clock. It would be ideal to get the pin instead of running out of time. He's got 15 seconds. Portnoy's definitely able to pin this kid. He just doesn't seem to be.
8 seconds left in the third.
So Portnoy's got to end this quick. Maybe he'll get a last-minute score. Portnoy wins it by points. The score is going to go up by
That's Portnoy
3.
getting Central back in the win column. Now 29-9. Still a lot of work left to do for Hunterdon Central to come back and win this match.
Here we go. Canonica, another technical wrestler. Wrestling since he came out of the womb. Some even say he tripped over his umbilical cord when he first tried.
126 match about to start here. Nick Canonica wrestling for Central.
Just by the way these wrestlers are moving, Canonica's got a little bit more aggression. Phillipsburg still manages to get a little bit of a passive 2 points, but Canonica's probably not too bothered by it. So, kind of at a standstill at this point. Canonica's probably just going to squirm outside the ring or something. You need to be in very good shape to not just be tired after the first 30 seconds. So after 6 minutes, you can imagine how tired these people are while they're wrestling. And that's really what the name of the game is, how tired you get, how quickly, you know? There's a man in the central stands who seems to be posing a seductive pose. He's like maybe 60 years old. He corrected it, but he's still man-spreading, possibly taking up the space of like 3 men while being a small man himself.
Canonica. Not much of anything.
Canonica's taking his time. Hopefully in the second period he'll start to show off some of his talent. A quick escape point would be a benefit. Nothing yet.
19 to go in this first period. To go in this first period. Canonica is still down 2-0. Looks like he's going to ride this one out. The first period is going to end at down 2-0. Going to have to put up a fight and come back. Try to take this match.
Central down by 20 points, but we could easily make a comeback. Just need a couple pins. We have Nick Canonica on bottom, early start. You know, he's a good guy, you know. He's puts up
Canonica
a
trying
tough
to get
fight.
his first points.
Yeah.
And he does right there. Escapes from the bottom.
No, he really puts on a show for the crowd. Here we go, defending a single. Almost trampling into the cheerleaders, we see.
1 point awarded to Phillipsburg. Canonica now down 3-1 with 1:30 to go in the second period.
Yeah, as you can see, Nick is a very technical, at sometimes defensive wrestler. Right here, defending a shot beautifully. See, that's a beautiful sprawl right there. Reminds me of the first time I ever heard the Beatles, you know? Just such a great, beautiful defensive sprawl. Here you go, Nick in on a shot. Phillipsburg wrestler defending it. This is a common, tough position to be put in. You just got to see what the top guy's going to work with so you can work off of him. Nick right now trying to work up, but the Phillipsburg wrestler grabbing an ankle, making it more tougher than usual.
Going to start back in neutral position. 25 seconds left in this period.
Here Phillipsburg in for a double. Once again defending it beautifully. I gotta say, that's a great sprawl right there.
Time expires in the second period.
Nick down by 2 points. What would be ideal is to choose bottom so that way he can escape and get another point. No points will be taken away for a non-escape. But the coaches make the decisions based off of what they see fit for each wrestler, their technique, their wrestling style. Nick here trying to Trying to figure 4 a leg. Early start. Phillipsburg looking for a changeover, but is unsuccessful. Nick again with the figure 4. Right here, best thing he could do is grab a leg or mat returned. He chose a leg, and now he's going to pursue that. Right here, looking for a half. When a wrestler runs a half, it's like having my mother's garlic bread. It's just so at peace, you know.
Phillipsburg wrestler gets up, gets his 4th point. Now 4-1.
Phillipsburg in, sloppy shot.
Time starting to run out here
really
in the 3rd
bad.
period. Come on, we gotta make a comeback.
Nick's still down now by 3 points. There seems to be some type of problem, possibly blood. Oh, a contact. I thought the kid lost a tooth. You know, both wrestlers wrestling gracefully. The coach trying to help out. Not sure. You know, that's the problem with contacts. I'm telling you, they're just clear. You know, I personally choose glasses over contacts. But, you know, different tastes.
Let's see if Canonica can take advantage of the visually impaired Phillipsburg wrestler. 40 seconds to go.
Oh, Nikki with a beautiful lat drop. Back on top. The score now 3-4, 18 seconds left on the clock. Let's see Nick, the Phillipsburg wrestler, seems to be stalling, although the ref is not calling it. Now the Phillipsburg wrestler is up another point. Now 5-3 in the 3rd period with 10 seconds remaining. Best thing Nick could do is not get pinned. Or look for a pin himself, but very unlikely. 3 seconds left, and looks like another loss for Hunterdon Central.
Canonica takes the loss, 5-3. Central taking another defeat.
Score now 29-9. At 1:32, we have Curtis Wheatley. Oh, pardon me, 32-9. Curtis, he's a junior. He's been wrestling all his life. This is his 1st year starting varsity. Let's see what he's got. He's taller than the Phillipsburg wrestler, giving him somewhat of a length advantage.
So far out the gate, Wheatley looks like he's faster than his opponent right now so far.
The Phillipsburg wrestler dove in for an ankle. He's in a weird position right now. Not sure if this is safe. Might be called for a pin. Not sure. Curtis trying to wiggle himself out, but is unsuccessful. He might be stuck here. Not sure. Hopefully not. Phillipsburg wrestler might be looking for the cradle. He's got his leg high up there. Hopefully, I hope there's no injuries.
Working hard, trying not to get pinned.
Ref finally calling it.
Phillipsburg gets 3 there. Now it's 5-0. Wheatley finds himself in an early hole.
Phillipsburg wrestler seems to be unfazed from what just happened. Probably looking for a mat return, but Curtis is breaking off the grip. Lift, but to no avail. Curtis made it out.
Now down 5-1.
1 point granted.
Now, if you were Curtis, what would you do to try to gain back these 4 points quickly?
If I were Curtis, I would just look for a variety of shots, numerous takedowns. Right now, he's working to get on him in a cradle position, or just get on his back.
Curtis gets 2, now 5-3. 10 seconds to go in the first period.
He let him run out. Phillipsburg wrestler seems to be flaunting. Score now 6-3. A great 5-point move is a hip toss or headlock or a lat drop or an inside trip. Puts the wrestler right on their back, grants them 5 points if you are not able to get the pin. Also, Curtis could look for some tilts here. Those tilts are sometimes risky. Phillipsburg wrestler once again flaunting. Straight in on a leg. Looking to circle. Once again, Phillipsburg is a very tough team. Lots of talented guys. And Central, once again, a young team. Here a tilt to no avail though. 9-3. Phillipsburg wrestler looking for a half. He might just have a wrist looking to run it. You know, getting close to 50 seconds left in the second period. I'm sure both wrestlers are tired. Curtis most definitely.
Wheatley gets 1. Now score is 9-4. Still down by 5, but he's got 42 seconds left in the second period and then a whole 2-minute third period to crawl back.
Curtis mat return to the mat. Sometimes a dangerous move to do, but if done right and successfully, it's always a great move. Curtis with the escape, 1 point granted, 5-9. Curtis, although, is still down 4 points.
10 to go in the second. Second period comes to an end. Wheatley down 9-5. Still in striking distance. Still can come away with this.
Best thing for Curtis to do right now is get straight up onto his feet, break the grip, and get back in neutral position. You know, in the third period, everybody's tired. Curtis looking to get out, and he is out. Back in neutral position, granted another point, 6-9, down by 3. Phillipsburg wrestler in with a single, looking to execute. No points granted yet. Curtis should get that leg out and post on the other wrestler's knees. But at this point, it's just a scramble to see who gets on top. No points granted. Phillipsburg wrestler in on a ankle.
Minute left in the third period. Wheatley down 9-6. Trying to make something happen.
Coach Canigallo telling Curtis to wrestle more smart. You know, the coaches are always bringing up this idea of a wrestling IQ. You know, wrestling smart. And Curtis right now seems to be taking more of a defensive stance, not really looking to work anything. Just trying to get, just trying to stay where he's at in a sense. He's put again in a weird position. Not really sure if this is legal, but if he makes it out, he'll be back on top. Possibly even get a pin. All he has to do is get that leg out, but this can also be a challenge. He's unsuccessful. Final score 9-6. Phillipsburg wrestler with the win.
So Wheatley takes the loss, 11-6.
Here we have Anthony Romanello for 145. Oh, I'm sorry. We have Tanner Peak at 138.
Tanner Peak was on varsity last year.
Yeah,
Had a good year.
Tanner's another young guy. Started his freshman year varsity. Now a sophomore once again at varsity. He's always a great presence to have in the room. You know, we love seeing that big afro every day. The score 35-9. It's not looking very good for Central. You know, Tanner's an overall calm and collected man, but when it comes to wrestling, he's a powerhouse. You know, it's always the quiet ones who unleash. And you can see... Pardon me. And you can see Tanner hopefully displaying that tonight and getting a pin for the Central. Here we have Tanner circling in.
Gets a quick 2 there. Up 2-0.
Ref giving it an escape, although he was out of bounds when in the escape, which should not be granted. But, you know, possibly some bias.
Two more points for Tanner Peak. Now up 4-0. 4-1. My mistake.
Still in neutral position. Now hand fighting. Tanner probably looking for an arm of some sort. Time running out. Score is 4-2. Tanner's up by 2 points.
Peak started the period out on top. 15 seconds in, he remains.
Tanner's another one of those guys. Been wrestling his whole life. Just very technical. Always here to put on a show for everybody. Displaying his great talents. Only being a sophomore, a young man. Can't wait to see what these following years have for the boy. I'm not completely sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if he went to states. Most likely placed.
Starting back in neutral position. Peak leading 4-3.
Phillipsburg in on a shot. Tanner defending it beautifully. Tanner on top, score 6-3. He's up by 3 points now. Tanner should look to put the kid on his back. Just a lot of ground wrestling at the moment. I'm looking for a tilt type move. Phillipsburg wrestler seems to be tired, but Tanner, as always, unfazed. Has an ankle. Might look to put a boot in or a leg in. Time expired. Score 6-3 still. Third period about to begin. Tanner choosing bottom. You know, he's one of those explosive guys straight off the whistle. Hopefully he's up and out. He got up. Put back on his knees.
Tanner Peace got the points, but what's he got to do to get Central some more points on the board and try to get a pin here?
He's just going to want to, I guess it's just a strength contest at this point because they're both very technical wrestlers. He's made it out. You might want to have the guy on bottom where he has him right now and crank a half or a cradle, just a pin of some sort, because it's evident that he's going to win by points. Because score being 9-3, unless he gets put on his back, which is very unlikely. His corner telling him to let him up. Him now letting him up.
Phillipsburg gets a point there on the escape. 9-4. Peak still leads.
Sometimes it's better to let the guy up and let him get 1 point to work something better or work something more. Tanner with a beautiful sprawl.
30 seconds remaining in this match.
Tanner back on top. All he has to do is come around to receive another 2 points. Coach telling him to wrap the elbow, I'm sorry. No, it's just a matter of getting to work.
5 seconds to go.
As I said earlier, a strength contest, also an agility contest, seeing who's tired and who's not. But Tanner winning, 9-4, up by 5. And it's great to see a win on the board for Central.
Yo, I think they want you to stay on there. They want you to stay on the mic.
Apparently you're better.
Did you do one? I'm kind of tired.
No, they want you on there.
Apparently I'm not good enough.
For the state liner, Jared Cooper, and for your Red Devils at 145, Colton Washleski.
They're here for the 145 weight class match. We got Colton Washleski, the junior.
Yeah, Colton's a 3-year varsity since a freshman. He's another tough wrestler. He's been to states a couple times. Colton just hand fighting right now. Probably trying to work something in. Colton's one of those guys who reserves energy and is able to use it when he needs to and to save it when he needs to. He seems to get hit in the mouth a little bit. That's also a problem in wrestling sometimes. The guy might try to post on his head and accidentally slip into his eye or his mouth. Calling injury time right now. Score is still 0-0. Central 12. Phillipsburg 35. Overall team points.
So far, what have you seen that you like from Wasilewski?
Well, you know, Colton's one of those guys who he takes more of a defensive stance at the beginning, sees how the guy wrestles, and then works in with the knowledge that he has. You can see right now, in on a shot. You probably noticed that the wrestler from Phillipsburg leaves one side open when wrestling and decided to take a leap. Took him down to the ground.
Phillipsburg's going to take bottom here. Wasilewski's going to take top. 26 to go in the first period.
Colton putting a wrist on the head. Common move for wrestling. You know, this is what we call an iron frog that the Phillipsburg wrestler is doing, keeping a strong base. Could be called for stalling, though.
Time expires in the first period. Wasilewski leads 2-0.
Phillipsburg wrestler looking to lift, but to no avail. Phillipsburg wrestler seems to be really jitty and strong. Might just catch Colton when he's slipping up, but the score is 2-0, so Colton's still on top. Well, not in the literal sense.
Wasilewski on bottom now. See if we can get a point out of this.
Colton straight off the whistle, getting on his feet. Not really sure why the Phillipsburg wrestler is looking to take him down out of bounds, because he would not be granted points, and if anything, it would just tire him out some more. Colton looking to run out, but he grabs an ankle, and that'll help him get back on top. You know, these situations where the wrestlers are just constantly moving, this is what we call scrambling.
.45 seconds remaining.
Colton let the Phillipsburg wrestler up, probably to try to work something new. It is the first point that he will be granted, the Phillipsburg wrestler. Colton up 4-1. Phillipsburg wrestler would not be granted 2 points for being on, for getting on his back. Possibly not. Colton put in a weird position once again. Sometimes sometimes can be sometimes those positions that the wrestlers are put in can be dangerous. Where he's extending an arm when he shouldn't be. Safety is the #1 priority when wrestling.
Second period comes to a close. Washleski leads 5-1.
What we should look for from Colton is to flatten the kid out, maybe even look for some tilts to gain some points. But he will not. He'll let him up 5-2. Only leading by 3 now. Hopefully that will change. Looking for a double. Colton looking for a double, lifts him, puts him on his head. That can also be dangerous though. Right here can be a tough position. Granted 2 points, 7-2, leading by 5. As we said earlier would happen.
.117 remaining in the third period. Washleski with a comfortable lead, 7-2. Lets him get up, 7-3 now.
Ooh, skin-on-skin contact. Almost a slap-like sound. Those can also be can happen sometimes in wrestling. Can either be an accident or the wrestler lets their emotions get the best of them. But hopefully that's not the case, and Colton is just wrestling aggressive. Phillipsburg wrestler in on a shot. Colton rolling some funk right now. Him on his back. Uh,
25 to go in this match. Washleski up 9-4.
Up by 5, Colton. Really, the only points granted to the Phillipsburg wrestler were given from Colton, letting him get up easily. Right here, Colton might be looking for a pin, but 11-4 in the third period. A win for Hunterdon Central, 12-35.
Washleski with a great match. Like you said before, most of the points were given to the Phillipsburg wrestler. Anthony Romanello here to finish out the night for Central.
Here we have.
They're down 35-16. This match is out of reach. But we'll see what Romanello can do here.
Here we have Anthony.
Matthew D'Onofrio. And for your Red Devils at 152, Anthony Romanello.
Anthony is one of those guys who's been wrestling his whole life. Very quick on his feet, very scrappy. Not exactly sure, but I do believe he is a 3 or at least, a 4 at least 3-year varsity.
His brother Vincent also was on the varsity team last year. He graduated as a senior last year, but he's part of the 100 Win Club here at Central.
Yeah. Just 30 wins because wrestlers are only allowed to wrestle at max 30 matches, so winning 100 matches in their overall career is something really, really good, really hard to do, and only the top and most elite wrestlers can reach such a level. Here with an elbow pass. Beautiful, dropped him straight to his back. He might receive a 5-point, no, not a 5-point. Weird kind of throw, I've never seen that before. You know, wrestling is a full body exercise, a full body sport, so anything can happen really.
The fans here in the field house are upset with the refs. But the show goes on. 30 seconds left in the first period. Score remains scoreless.
Anthony in on a shot. Anthony put on his back. No points though, because it was out of bounds. These clutch situations usually happen out of bounds.
First period comes to a close. Romanello with some pressure, but no points. Score still 0-0.
Anthony's looking for some type of funk roll here, maybe even a tote.
Good job there by Romanello to prevent the escape.
Anthony should try to flatten the wrestler out, maybe look for a tilt. The Phillipsburg wrestler is looking for a changeover, a common move on bottom to try to get back on top and assert dominance. Anthony looking to stay heavy on his hips and get him down to the mat. Right here is what we call putting the head in the pocket, putting the head underneath the wrestler's armpit and running it.
One minute remaining in the second. Romanello takes the top position.
Anthony looking to run a half, getting close, maybe even be looking for it still. He might be running it, just has to put the rest on his shoulders. It would be a great ending to such a match. The pressure is on Anthony to look for it. No, not yet.
Romanello gets on the board with 2 there. 15 to go in the second.
We did start at the 160 weight class, so Anthony's weight 152 would be the last match for tonight. End of the second period, Anthony up by 2. Anthony choosing bottom, but has been changed to neutral. minute 50 left in the third period. Anthony wrestling defensively. Phillipsburg in on a shot. Anthony defending it. Stretching his leg out.
.120 to go in the third. Romanello has jumped out to a 5-1 lead.
Anthony here with the beautiful fake shot, causing the Phillipsburg wrestler to react and him being able to get on top. You can see he is posting on the wrestler's ankle so he can spin around.
Two more for Romanello there. 7-1 now. 40 seconds to go in the third.
Although Anthony is tall and skinny, he makes he has that hidden strength to him, and he makes up in technique. Right now, trying to put a leg in. He is successful. How Anthony has his legs connected is what we call a figure four. He let it go though.
5 seconds to go. Looks like Romanello is going to come away with the win here.
7-1. Beautiful ending. Although Central did not take the win, beautiful ending by a 7-1 win.
Anthony Romanello.
Hunterdon Central takes the defeat. Phillipsburg takes this one 35-19. I'm Tom Robato with Zach. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night.